But before we discover the fate of August and Claudette DuPont, for such were the names of the children in that ill-fated craft, we must return to the previous day, when the events leading to this remarkable situation began in a pretty unremarkable way. August DuPont popped his head around the kitchen door, where his Aunt Hydrangea was counting bottles of DuPont's peppy pepper sauce as she placed them into a cardboard box. 11, 12, 13, muttered the wide-eyed lady in the pink tiara. She cast about the kitchen table, then, skirts rustling, turned entirely around, scanning the room. That can't be all. It surely can't be all. I could have sworn.
I'm just heading outside, Aunt, August announced, to fertilize the pepper plants.
Hydrangea, distracted, was conducting a recount. Is it, she inquired absently, the right time of year for such a measure, Sugar? August slid a book into the lady's line of sight. The volume was rather old, of the hard-backed variety that was printed before the invention of dust jackets. Its elaborate title and cover decoration were embossed and gilded, but the edges were fraying, the leaf wearing thin, and the pages were scarcely held together by the spine.
It is the right time,
August assured his aunt, donning long, bulky gloves and a netted beekeeper's helmet,
according to Lulu Bouquet.
Wistfully, Hydrangea placed her fingers on the book. Now where, she wondered, did you ever find this old thing?
It's been helping to prop up my desk, responded August. The one with the broken leg? I noticed it a while back when I was looking for a push pin on the floor.
Hydrangea lifted the volume. The Capsicum Compendium, she read. A practical pocket guide for the professional pepper planter. She looked up. You know, Sugar, that in over 100 years, no one has produced a more learned or reliable manual on pepper farming. Or so my papa would say. He regarded Ms. Bouquet's authority on the subject as absolute. So did his papa, and his. She handed the book to August, a faint crease in her brow. And now you pick up the torch, the last of the DuPonts. Perhaps you, August, can one day revive the family hot sauce empire. Have I ever told you that DuPont's peppy pepper sauce was once the most highly regarded
hot sauce in the world?
August had heard this speech so many times before he could finish it verbatim.
From Croissant City to Paris, France, fiery yet sweet, like a dragon's kiss.
Hydrangea laid her hand on the boy's cheek and smiled sadly. I'm glad to see at last, she said, that Lulu Bouquet is being put to more fitting use than supporting broken furniture. Awkwardly, as he was holding a book in his gloved hand, August heaved a generously sized sack of fertilizer from the kitchen floor. Now remember, Sugar, said Hydrangea, no further—
I know, ma'am, interrupted August shortly. No further than the gate.
Can't you content yourself, child, with the yard? Hydrangea's voice had an injured air of appeal. It's true that Locust Hole is not the place it once was, but it is by no means a small property. There is fresh air, a canal to fish, trees to climb. The lady pursed her lips. You may well roll your eyes, August, but let us not forget that your last misadventure into the cruel world has left us with ongoing— Lowering her voice, she glanced at the ceiling. Consequences. In the foyer, August stopped to slide Lulu Bouquet's compendium under his bag-wielding arm, thus freeing a hand to open the front door. As his gloved fist slid over the smooth brass, he paused, recalling the very first time he ever turned it, 8 months before. Only 8 months had passed since the boy had stepped beyond the threshold of his house for the first time. He glanced at the wood plank barricades resting redundant against the foyer wall, and recalled lifting them from their brackets, gingerly, so as not to alert his high-strung aunt. So petrified was the lady of butterflies and betrayals, and almost everything else in the world beyond Locust Hole, she had sought to keep her nephew safely sheltered within its walls.